Hello, welcome to another Spirit Island game. Oh, it feels like my microphone is really loud, but never mind. I'm going to be playing Lure today, and this is a spirit which I kind of just vibe with. I'm just going to play some cards and then just do things. So let's give it a go. Lure is all about making a inland, I want to say lair, but that's not appropriate. But it's an area where you just gather all of the explorers and towns, and you just have a nice little party there. And eventually, you sort of just deal with all the explorers and towns and stuff like that. Very creepy, very cool. I love it. So we're playing against Habsburg today, level 2. Just a nice casual game, and let's do the first explore. Let's just do it. Let's just go into it. So into the jungles. All good. I have to remember how to play this adversary. So for growth options, I definitely want to take the second growth option. And then we have an option to get some elements and some energy, which I think I probably will do. So the first decision is, where shall we set up our shop? And I think the best area is going to be land 5, because we have a card which allows us to gather lots of things. So we can gather explorers, towns, beasts, all the things into this land. So that would be quite nice. The only thing is, because it's Habsburg, then when Habsburg builds, it gathers towns into it. So the issue is, I could probably deal with one land, but not two. Or maybe I can. Let's just find out. So we'll put presents there. I'm definitely going to want to play this turn. And maybe this one. And then let's see. Maybe grab this element and 2 energy, gain 3, pay for that, and let's just see what happens. So this second innate, or the first innate, is really good. That'll allow us to deal with some towns that Habsburg like to put across the map. So let's just see what happens. Just vibing. Okay, so no fast powers, invader phase. We skip the event, and so we build in the jungles. And then after the build step, we have to gather towns into those lands. So let's gather this one into here. Actually, we have to do it in number order. So let's go for land 1. Oh no, it doesn't. It's not going to matter, is it? Yeah, so that has to gather in there, and this has to gather in there. It's fixed. And then we explore in the mountains, not with towns, but with explorers. Okay. So we have this gathering power here. So it allows us to gather 2 explorers and 2 towns. So we could deal with one land, perhaps like so, and then stop a build there. That might be pretty good. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. We can also gather up to 2 beasts, so we'll just gather this one. And also Dahan. I don't know if this is going to be relevant though. I don't think we need to. I'll gather this one in just in case we need to reposition. Okay, so this one, 1 fear, add a Badlands. I'm going to put a Badlands there. And we can add a beast within 1 range, so let's put it in our spooky land. And we can actually push these 2 to Dahan. So I'm going to be a bit controversial here. I'm going to pop these 2 Dahan in this land because I kind of want it just to be solved. And by solved, I mean just empty. So that's that. Now we have our innate, so we can actually replace 1 town with 2 explorers, and then we can gather those into our lands. So I'm going to gather this one here and this one into this land as well. And then we get 1 fear because there's a town remaining in the land that we targeted. And then we can destroy 2 explorers per token. And we've got 3 tokens in this land. So let's just destroy these 4 explorers. And we get a fear for that as well. All right. Great. Feeling good already. So this is good. This is good. So I'm very tempted to reclaim, but I won't. So I'm going to take the second growth option to get another present into the board. Let's pop this here, I guess, again. Yeah, why not? Set up shop here. We can't actually place presents on the coast as law, so we're restricted to the inland lands. Now, as for the remaining growth option, what do I really want? Is it really greedy to get that option again? Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. So I'll get the moon element, 2 energy, gain 1 energy, and then pay for them. Okay. So, 2 fear, 1 damage per token. So in this land, we've got 3 tokens. One of them is a Badlands. So that's 3 plus 1 damage for the Badlands. So that's 4 damage. We just destroy those towns. And that's it for fast. Okay, let's go. First event. And this is what I really like about lore. Like, we've had 2 turns and we've made such an impact on the board, at least on these difficulties. It's just whew, so much. Okay, so healthy land. Add 1 town to a coastal land adjacent to a coastal land. Oh, what? So that does nothing because we don't have any coastal towns. That's brilliant. Destroy 2 explorers among lands with beasts. Doesn't apply to us. Add 1 Dahan to a land with Dahan. And no blight and no disease. Okay, let's do that there. Okay, event. Defend 1 in all lands. Well, that is fantastic because that means we have 1 defense here and here. And these are going to ravage. Oh, it's perfect. So let's do our invader actions. Dahan take 1 damage here. They fight back. That explorer does 1 damage and that gets cleared up. We are building in the mountains. So let's add not a city. Let's add a town to this mountain over here. And now we have to gather. So there are no towns in adjacent lands here. So that stays the way it is. This one has to gather into here. Okay. That's fine. So now we explore into the waters. Happy days. Ooh, into our lair. Fabulous. Cool. So, slow powers. Let's see. Why don't we use our first innate? And we're going to dissolve this town into 2 explorers. And then we'll just gather them into here. Why not? Oops. Oh, gosh. How very disrespectful. Great. So that solved that ravage. I'm not too worried if that ravages, to be honest. I can let that go. It is a bit of a shame we don't have any presents there. I should probably be more mindful about that. Okay, so that's that innate. Destroy up to 2. Yeah, we could do that, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to do that because it's going to stop a build. So we can destroy explorers here, and that gets us a fear. Clear up our special land there. Great. So that's that one done. We've got this one. Add a wild to one of our lands or replace one of our presents with a disease. Why don't I just replace this one with a disease? That will stop that build, and then I don't have to worry about it so much. Pop this presents on here. Feeling good. Okay. Okay, cool. Time passes, and we're just going to reclaim. Okay, so we've got plenty of energy. So the plan is we've cleared up the inland quite substantially. So what I might do is just let this one blight and then just take it from there. I'll play the gather card just to see what happens. And we could so add some more tokens. Yeah, take a bit of a chill turn. If I get a moon, that doesn't allow us to. Ooh. Actually, if I do that, yes. Okay, that's what I want. So if I play this card, this has got a moon element along with this card as well. And if I take this 3rd growth option to get 2 energy and get a moon, that unlocks our 3rd tier in our first innate, which means we can start absorbing this city into our lands. Excellent. Cool, no fast powers. So let's see what the event holds. On each board, add one town to a land with explorers or towns. Well, I don't want anything in the inland, so let's just add not a city, a town into this land and just apologize to the Dahan. On each board, add one disease to sands or mountains with the most. That's actually this land as well. Okay. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan among its lands gains 1 energy, which unfortunately is not us. Explore does not affect coastal lands. That could be very impactful. So let's have a look. We are ravaging in the mountains. I'm just going to check this lost condition is 8 or more damage. So that's 2, 4, 5. So we're okay with the lost condition. But these Dahan get wrecked. Gate ravage. Okay, so build in the waters. Okay, there is no town to gather into either of these lands. So they're nice and clear. And then we explore into the wetlands. So this explorer comes from this city, but there's no towns or anything in these adjacent lands, so we just get one explorer there. If I could get a Dahan in there, that'd be lovely. Okay. Oh, the escalation. What's the escalation? After exploring, on each board with 4 or fewer blight, add a town to a land without town or blight. Do so again with 2 or fewer blight. So we need to add 2 towns. Oh no. I'll pop one in there, not a city, a town. And pop one in there, I suppose. Nice and close. Or maybe there? Because then that still stops this wetland from exploring. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, cool. So slow powers. Slow powers. Now, we're going to be ravaging in the water, or the wetlands, so we've got to be mindful of that. But at the same time, we can do a lot of damage in the fast phase. So why don't we just gather up this one, or what I could do is gather these into here, and then just not worry about the wetlands so much. No, okay. Let's get everything in here. Let's do that. Do I want some Dahan? Yeah, why not? Just in case. Just in case. We'll gather 2 Dahan. A bit of a kerfuffle there. Yeah, okay. That's chill. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace this city with 3 explorers. And then also gather them in here. Like so. All right. That's that innate done. Actually, I'm going to retroactively do that first so I get a fear. Because there was a town there. So if I got these explorers into that land, then we would have got a fear for it. Okay, so again, I can do some things here. I think what I want to do... How much damage am I going to do next turn? Not too much. 4 again. And that would be fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace this one with a disease. Because I just don't want to worry about this wetlands up here. We've got a nice little pocket. So I don't want to worry about it. Just don't want to worry about it. Okay. And that's it. So we can now unlock this 3rd card play. Where do I want this? Probably over here. Just so I can reach this land. Now, as for the other growth option. We're actually okay. And I kind of want another card, to be honest. So let's gain a power card. Let's grab a minor. See what we can play. Anything that will unlock some innates would be great. Something with moon, I wouldn't be mad about. Yeah, so I think we're just going to get Terror Turns to Madness. And then we can play that right away. Gain pay. Brilliant. So, 2 fear. And 1 damage per token. So that's 3, plus the Badlands 4. Let's get rid of these towns. Great. That's it for fast. Right, event. Choose a land with cities. Build there. Doesn't matter. We don't have any. On each board, push up to 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with beasts. Well, okay. So we could actually just pop this in here, I guess, and not worry about it at all. Great. Gather 1 Dahan into a land with Dahan. In that land, defend 1 per Dahan. So let's explain what's happening here. So I have 2 presence in this land, and we have 4 explorers. The way law, the special rule works, excuse me, for each presence in a land, ignore up to 2 explorers during the ravage. So when the wetlands ravage, these explorers do not exist. So I could get 3 defense in this land, but it's not going to do anything because the explorers aren't going to fight back and the Dahan can't touch them. So it's whether I want to shift these Dahan around a bit. Maybe I shift this onto the coast. Yeah, why not? Okay, and that's it for the event. So, fear card. Each player may push 1 Dahan from a land with invaders, or gather 1 into a land with the invaders. I mean, sure. Sure. So, let's see what we need to do. We are ravaging in the wetlands. These explorers don't exist, so nothing happens. Build in the wetlands. Oh, this is relevant. So we actually do get a town here. And we have to gather, but there's no towns available. And then we explore in the jungle. My goodness. I need to sort out my hotkeys. Okay. Now, we also get the escalation. So we're going to have to add some towns. So let's add a town here into a land without blight or a town. And can we deal with the town this turn? Yes, we can. Let's see. Where do we want this? Yeah, I want to keep the pocket. So let's just pop this here in this jungle. Okay, invader actions done. Slow powers. Let's get 1 fear. Add a Badlands. Maybe I should start shifting over here so I can start working on this mountain. So I'll do that and I'll grab a beast in here as well. And I can push up to 2 Dahan, but there are no Dahan. I will replace... I will replace... What do I want to replace? I guess this one with 2 explorers. And then... Do I have to gather them? Gather any... Yeah, I have to gather these into one of our lands. So I could actually push them this way if I wanted to, just to keep the wetlands a little bit safer. But to be honest, I think everything is okay. So maybe we just keep them in that land for now. Okay, that's that innate done. Although saying that, I'm not going to do that because I've got my innate. So I'll gather these explorers into this land. And then this innate here destroyed 2 explorers per token. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 fear. Because we destroyed more than 5, or more than 4, I should say. Okay, so that's an 8 done, and terror turns to madness. We're at, what are we on? Oh, terror level 2. Probably should have done this earlier. So that's 2 fear, and we get to add a strife in a land with invaders. I mean, we could just pop that there and not worry about it. Yep, that works for me. Okay, time passes. I'm going to reclaim again. We've got our 3 card plays. So what I want to do is play as much as I can. Let's see. Do I even want to do that? Stop a build. I think I might just gather. Get some more tokens on the board. And maybe this one stops a town build. Sure. And we can also get another element as well. What would be a good element to get? More Badlands could be good. Oh no, I don't have the plant. I could underplay this turn, so I'm set up for dealing with the jungle. It feels like we're just really in control, so I could just get a power card instead. So even with the gather, each of these jungles, they're going to have, well, one of them isn't. Okay, I'm not so worried, to be honest. I don't think I need to play this, so I might wait on that. But I do want to maybe do that. And then I'll get a power card. Let's see, something that's good with elements. A moon would be nice. Defense could be good. I mean, since the board is so empty, there's not a lot of damage anywhere. Sand mountains. Nothing's really screaming out. Sure. Get some damage. All right, let's just see how that goes. No fast powers. Okay. Return top fear card to the box, but we need air, which we have plenty of. So let's just discard this. We've got 2 air already. Discarding that gives us another 2. So we'll discard the top fear card. And each town or city does 1 more damage, which currently is fine because this town has strife on it, so it just steals 0 anyway. Add 1 beast to a jungle without blight. That is really nice. Sure, let's pop it. Let's pop it. Let's pop it. Let's pop it. Let's pop it in that jungle up there. Okay, and each board add 1 wild to a land with the Harn. Okay. Brilliant. Because I'm thinking about maybe this could be a coastal land, a coastal card. So maybe that'll get some value. So, terror level 2. Each player may replace 1 town with an explorer in a coastal land. That is awesome. So let's replace this one. So that means this jungle won't gather it in. Cool. Sounds good. So, invader cards. So, Ravage in the wetlands. This deals 0 damage. The Harn fight back. Build in the jungle. And we have to gather. There are no towns here. And we have to gather a town into this jungle. And then we are exploring in the coast. So we were rewarded there by putting that wilds. Okay, that looks pretty good. Pretty good. These diseases are doing some work next turn. Okay, slow power. So we can actually gather a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I can gather a beast, so maybe I just... Yeah. Let's see. That'll take care of that. That's no worries. No, I don't want to. Yeah, okay, no. I'll gather this beast in there. Leave the Dahan. So that is this card done. And I think what we really should do is start setting up this land over here. The beast and a badlands. And we can push some Dahan. We have to. Oh, I don't know if I did that earlier. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. Okay, so we can replace a town. So let's replace this one with explorers, and then we will gather them into this land. Great. So next turn, we've got no Ravagers to worry about. And we can add a wilds or replace some stuff. Let's see, stage 2 cards that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen mountains or sands. I think I'll be able to deal with these towns next turn, so that mountain won't explore. That will be clear. So I think I'll just... oh gosh. I think maybe I just do some disease stuff. I don't actually need a sacred site, apart from using this one. Yeah, let's add some more disease. Excuse me, I just had to clear my throat there. Right. Okay, and we've done that innate. Destroy 2 explorers per token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a fear. Okay, it's looking really good. Looking really good. So we could do a bit of an off turn. Maybe add a presence, get that 4 plays. I think I'm going to do that. Pop that in this jungle here. And if we played these 2 cards, what's available to us? Almost nothing. Okay. So in that case, maybe I just get a power card. Just get a miner, why not? This is not relevant anymore, so let's just pop that event up there. Right, what have we got? Oh, hazards. It's very good. We could do with a moon, though. Ooh. That's really nice. That's really nice. Get some more elements. Yeah, I'm very tempted by that. Hazards is also very good. Let's see. So if we get hazards, we'd get some more elements like so, which isn't a huge amount. I think I want to get more moon elements. I think I'm just going to get this card just so I can play it for the elements. Okay. Right, so I want to get 2 of a single element, so we'll get 2 moons. That unlocks our innate. 2 fear. And then 1 damage per token. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, there's a lot. So there's at least 5 plus the Badlands, which is 6 damage. Happy days. That's it for fast. Let's do the event. Remove a strife. If you can't, invaders do 1 damage per land when ravaging with towns or cities, so it doesn't affect us. Destroy 1 town or city in a land with a beast. Okay. Push 3 Dahan from a land with disease to land without disease. So this is mandatory, so let's push these. Oh gosh, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go, people? Can't go on these coastal lands. Well, why not? Let's just put them all in one land, I suppose. Actually, probably the smartest thing to do is go over here, just in case this jungle explores. But it won't. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. It won't because we've already seen this card. Anyway, it's all good. Each town destroys an explorer in its land. Each city destroys 2 in its land. Great. So that gets rid of an explorer over here. Remove a town on each board. Okay, we'll remove this one, and that's GG. That's GG. Great. Well, that was a fun lore game. I really enjoyed that. Um, just I just love this spirit for just how much it seems to be able to do on the first turn. Like, what was it called? Softly Beckon. This card on turn 1, at least on the lower difficulties, does so much to the board. It can prevent so many builds. It's really quite cool. So I think lore is a favourite. I really like lore, and generally I like to play lore without thinking so much. So pop the cards down, see what elements I need. Maybe if I need this third growth option, I'll take it. But great, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.